This painting, titled The Ambassadors, was created in 1533 by Hans Holbein the Younger, a leading figure of the Northern Renaissance. The work presents two men. Jean de Dinteville, a French nobleman and ambassador, stands on the left, while Georges de Selve, a bishop and diplomat, stands on the right. Both are positioned within a meticulously detailed interior, surrounded by a remarkable array of objects. Their upright stances and direct gazes convey confidence and self-possession, while their elaborate clothing and the opulent setting signal their elevated social status. Dinteville's black robe is trimmed with fur and worn over a vibrant red satin doublet, while de Selve's gown is composed of heavy, dark fabric, reflecting the sober dignity of his ecclesiastical office. Behind them, a green tapestry forms a richly textured backdrop, intensifying the sense of depth and providing a lush contrast to their garments. Holbein's extraordinary attention to detail is evident in every fold of fabric and every reflection of light, exemplifying the technical mastery that characterizes his portraiture. Central to the composition is a two-tiered table, covered with a sumptuous oriental carpet and laden with scientific and mathematical instruments. Among these are a celestial globe, a terrestrial globe, a quadrant, a torquetum, and a polyhedral sundial. Each item is rendered with painstaking accuracy, reflecting the Renaissance fascination with measurement, navigation, and the expanding frontiers of knowledge. The celestial globe, positioned on the upper shelf, represents the heavens and the study of astronomy, while the terrestrial globe below charts the known world, symbolizing the era's global curiosity and the importance of geography in diplomatic and intellectual circles. The quadrant and sundials indicate the measurement of time and celestial events, essential tools for navigation and scientific inquiry. The torquetum, a complex astronomical instrument, underscores the advanced level of scholarship associated with the period. Holbein's inclusion of these objects is not merely decorative. They serve to highlight the intellectual interests and accomplishments of the two ambassadors, situating them firmly within the context of Renaissance humanism, where science and reason were increasingly valued alongside traditional learning. At the lower edge of the painting, a striking and unusual element appears, an elongated, distorted skull. This skull is an example of anamorphosis, a technique in which an image is intentionally skewed so that it appears correct only when viewed from a particular angle. When seen from the right side of the painting, the skull resolves into its natural proportions. This device serves as a memento mori, a reminder of mortality and the fleeting nature of earthly achievements. The presence of the skull, subtly inserted into an otherwise celebratory scene of worldly knowledge and status, introduces a philosophical dimension. It invites viewers to reflect on the impermanence of life and the limits of human accomplishment. Holbein's technical skill in executing the anamorphic skull demonstrates both his mastery of perspective and his engagement with the intellectual currents of his time, where themes of life, death, and the pursuit of knowledge were often intertwined. The green tapestry that serves as the backdrop is itself a significant feature of the composition. Its intricate floral and foliate motifs are rendered with great care, providing a vivid, almost tactile surface that enhances the three-dimensionality of the figures. Visually, the green drapery sets off the darker tones of the ambassadors' clothing, ensuring that the men stand out clearly against their environment. Symbolically, green has long been associated with growth, fertility, and renewal, qualities that contrast with the vanitas message embodied by the skull. The tapestry also signals wealth and refinement, as such textiles were costly and highly prized during the Renaissance. Holbein's depiction of the tapestry, with its subtle play of light and shadow, demonstrates his ability to capture the complexity of different materials, from the softness of velvet to the shimmer of silk threads. Turning to the clothing of the two men, Holbein provides a detailed record of early 16th century fashion among the elite. Jean de Dinteville's fur-lined robe and pink satin doublet are not only visually striking, but also serve as markers of his noble rank and diplomatic role. The gold chain and medallion he wears further emphasize his high status and connections. Georges de Selve's attire is more restrained, befitting his position as a bishop, yet the richness of the fabric and the careful tailoring are unmistakable. The textures, soft fur, smooth satin, and heavy wool, are rendered with remarkable realism, inviting close inspection. These sartorial choices do more than indicate wealth. They also situate the painting firmly within the cultural and social milieu of the Renaissance, where clothing was a key indicator of identity and hierarchy. On the lower shelf of the table, Holbein includes a selection of musical instruments and books, each with its own cultural resonance. A lute, its strings and polished wood depicted with precision, lies alongside a hymn book and a set of flutes. The lute was a favored instrument among the educated classes of Renaissance Europe and often symbolized harmony, both musical and social. The open hymn book with visible musical notation suggests religious devotion and the importance of sacred music in both private and public life. The presence of flutes may allude to leisure and the arts, rounding out the ideal of the Renaissance individual as one who is accomplished in both the sciences and the humanities. These objects reinforce the theme of intellectual breadth and cultural sophistication that runs throughout the painting, highlighting the ambassadors as men of learning, faith, and refinement. Hans Holbein the Younger, the artist responsible for this work, was born in Augsburg, Germany, around 1497. He trained in his father's workshop before establishing himself as a leading portraitist in Basel, Switzerland. Holbein's career took him to England and France, where he became known for his ability to capture both the likeness and the character of his sitters. His portraits are distinguished by their clarity, precision, and psychological depth. The Ambassadors was painted during a period of significant upheaval in Europe, marked by the Protestant Reformation, shifting political alliances, and the rise of humanist thought. Both Jean de Dinteville and Georges de Selve were involved in diplomatic and religious negotiations during this volatile era, and their portrayal by Holbein reflects the complexities of their roles. The painting's combination of meticulous observation, symbolic richness, and historical resonance makes it a landmark of Renaissance art, bridging the worlds of politics, religion, and intellectual inquiry. The provenance of the Ambassadors is relatively well documented. The painting was likely commissioned by Jean de Dinteville himself, possibly to commemorate his diplomatic mission to England in 1533. Over the following centuries, the work changed hands several times, passing through private collections before being acquired by the National Gallery in London in the late 19th century. Today, it remains one of the highlights of the museum's collection, attracting scholars and visitors from around the world. The painting's preservation and prominent display have ensured its continued influence and accessibility, allowing new generations to engage with its artistry and meaning. In considering the significance and legacy of the Ambassadors, it is clear that Holbein achieved more than a simple double portrait. The work stands as a testament to the intellectual and cultural currents of the Renaissance, capturing the spirit of inquiry, the pursuit of knowledge, and the awareness of life's transience that defined the era. Through its intricate symbolism, technical mastery, and historical context, the painting invites viewers to reflect on the interplay between worldly achievement and human mortality. Its enduring appeal lies in this balance between celebration and contemplation, between the material and the philosophical. As a result, The Ambassadors remains a touchstone for understanding not only the art of Holbein, but also the broader currents of European history and culture during one of its most transformative periods.